This
Well, not
next news that we have here. This is actually really great news, guys. So we're talking about how the NBA is going to allow people to smoke weed, and the whole. I'm a big pothead here, and people think I excessively smoke weed. They're like, "Of course, you're hyped on this."
I
All that shit.
do smoke a
But
gang of
I
fucking
chain
weed.
smoke all day.
And here, and
He smokes the most, I think, of anyone.
no,
I smoke every couple hours, sometimes back to back to back to back.
Let's go.
You guys. Oh yeah, we've done the music stream together. You fools be.
I chain smoke.
yeah, you're a fake pothead.
Hell yeah, I don't want to blaze it right now.
But
It's just
honestly,
retarded.
the main benefit of this whole NBA lives ban for players to smoke weed is like, bro, people in the NBA get injured so much. Not even if you don't get injured, they put their body through so much stress. They're always dealing with probably knee pain, ankle pain, like just body pains in general. And you go to a doctor, you tell them, hey, my body really hurts, I can't go to sleep at night. They give you prescription pills. And I've seen so many stories. I've had personal stories of people in my life. They go to the doctor for pain, right? They get prescribed certain pills and they end up dying from liver failure. And when they could have just, had other ways of dealing with the pain or even just dealt with the pain, but they end up dying from liver failure instead.
I'm gonna be sick. I die from liver failure.
And so many, like not just NBA stars, but like football players, a lot of sports, sports
It's a holistic thing, though.
athletes, they take painkillers and they end up either getting addicted, they damage their livers, they damage their bodies in other ways. Where weed is definitely going to be a huge help for them to like deal with body, like just pain in general.
And your guys' cultures, did your like grandmas or older aunts or whatever have like a little jar of alcohol and weed
no.
as like a topical ointment?
No. In Russian culture, weed is like heroin. Like they look very down on it.
Fuck no, my granny ain't never smoked a day in her life.
Nah, well, my grandma didn't blaze it either. But what I'm saying is, she had like a jar with like the weed like fermenting in it as like a topical solution for achy joints and shit like that.
She was ahead of her time, bro.
It's a thing.
That's crazy.
That's that Mexican shit.
Yeah.
Not only that, but
I was gonna try to look for a photo, but I was like, yeah.
That's
fuck it.
that Aztec Mexican shit. I like it.
and that's that shit where it's like, bro, we can learn
That's that
so much
shit.
from like, our not just like our grandparents,
Indigenous people.
not just indigenous people, but just from people who are older than us. They've been they're alive, they're at an old age for
A lot of
fucking.
these old ass people be popping perks, nigga.
That's true. That's
Indigenous
true.
people, nigga.
Indigenous people as
Yeah.
well. But is your mom indigenous?
Nigga.
My grandma is.
Your grandma?
Duh, you
It was
fucking
like-
Mexican. If you go back a couple, they're always gonna be indigenous, nigga.
Okay, that's true.
Come
yeah,
on,
but
Yuri.
I'm thinking
you gotta
like
get
you
your
know,
history. You not that smart,
bro.
I be thinking
when
you're
you're
smart as fuck
when you're
'cause the
saying
glasses.
when you're saying
He's not
indigenous,
that
I'm thinking
smart.
like
He's a
living
fake
off.
nerd?
I'm thinking like living off
Yeah.
the.
He like a video game nerd, not like an intelligence nerd.
Indigenous
that.
could be the Aztec people. It could be
Yeah.
the Native American people. It
Okay,
could be
It
the
doesn't mean
Eskimos.
it don't mean you've
It
never
could-
got human contact with civilization,
well,
nigga.
by that example, like we're all basically fucking indigenous by some example.
No.
You're indigenous to some area.
Me
No.
and you come from like Western
Eastern.
It's not indigenous about nothing.
Europe
Eastern.
descendants.
Yeah. Now me and him would be some descendants of some indigenous people, sir.
If you go to my village, we live in.
Well, I know Russia.
buttfuck nowhere.
It gets real shaky once you go because they're not. Russia is not like a ethnicity, bro. You go to the east part of it, these motherfuckers will look Asian.
It's like
you go to the
25%
west
of the
part of it,
planet.
they'll look white.
Yeah, it's
They'll-
hella-
you go to the south, they'll look like some whole different shit. So you can't just
It's
put
hella
Russian.
mixed.
It's,
No,
it's very
exactly.
mixed, and a
And
lot of them are living up in the hills. They've
crazy.
never seen people.
And
that's civilized.
I just watched the video about like same thing in Mexico. You know what I mean? Like we think of Mexico and we think of like people are Mexican, but no, you go to Mexico, it's the same thing in Russia where they have all these crazy separate communities that have their own separate cultures, and sometimes
There's even Haitians in TJ right now as we speak.
really
That's
that have
insane.
been living there for a long ass time.
Maybe like the past decade or something, they've definitely been migrating there.
Okay.
They couldn't get over the because TJ
Yeah, that was a
the
big
easiest
thing
border
because
cross.
they were trying
To get here, and they
to
just
get
couldn't.
here. Exactly.
Then they
That would
hit
make
Trump's
sense.
wall.
We gotta just stay. And they don't speak Spanish. They speak something else.
Do you guys think that there's any
They're starting to speak Spanish now,
They
baby.
speak French, right?
Yeah,
Haitians?
Creole.
Yes, Creole.
Yo, do you guys think there's any like negative aspects to NBA lifting the weeds like
No.
ban? You think that like some
These are
guys?
athletes.
Possibly for rookies, yeah.
Yeah.
I think for rookies, yeah. You know when you
That's a smart thing
nigga,
to
you
say.
go from college and then now you're rich as fuck and you could smoke weed. That
Going
rookie
out.
year make or break you. You could either be in that mindset you get under a Kobe type nigga and he on your head, y'all up 5 a.m. or you could go up under a nigga like Josh Smith or something, nigga, and then you getting high. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think this is going to have minimal impact. This is like a small win for the players because most states now it's legal.
Yeah.
Where they are, like it's not.
But the NBA in general bans it though, right?
I
Or
think
they
if
had
you're
to ban on
already
it.
used to
like-
the league schedule, you're good. But if you a rookie, bro, and you just starting to just smoke hella weed, I guarantee you that'll throw you
Yeah,
off.
But
that
I
was the
think
move.
most of the rookies who were successful, who were smoking weed or even getting to the NBA, were definitely still smoking weed and
But
had
they wasn't
ways around it.
millionaires. They wasn't millionaires though.
If you're
Josh.
telling me that Ja Morant hasn't been smoking weed for a while,
But
I'd
I
be
guarantee you,
highly-
your use would skyrocket when now they're not testing for it.
So do you think we're going to see?
I don't know if it gets skyrockets. I think they were already using it and they were doing just as much to try to hide it.
Oh,
And
like
I think, but
piss
now,
tests and shit
but
like
that's
that.
like me. I don't know if you niggas been on probation where you get drug tested. I have. I've been on probation, and
Hell
when I was
yeah.
on probation, yes, I was still smoking, and I was doing anything to beat my test. But the moment they told me they weren't testing no more, nigga, I'm chain fucking smoking all day. I know I'm not an athlete, but I'm just saying, if they're not testing for it, why wouldn't I just up it up a little notch? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you got to
But
realize
did you
everybody.
smoking weed change anything? Like, were you more likely to do something that your probation officers would be pissed about?
Yeah. And I'm not going to school now, nigga, because I'm high as fuck. Yeah.
But these are adults. These are
I
NBA
get it.
players.
They athletes, but everybody don't got that mindset. You know how many niggas go to the league and be out that motherfucker within 3 years because they just don't got the determination. They just don't.
Yeah.
They just don't got
Imagine
it.
The work
fucking
ethic.
off your whole ass dream.
Bro, I watch little mini docs all the time of niggas who go to the league and then within 3 years they're in fucking China in the G League because they wasn't determined, they wasn't getting up early, they wasn't doing what you had to do to stay on the team.
Yo, so
now imagine if you a nigga like that and now you can smoke.
yeah, I mean,
China's not even gonna
it
take that
multiplies
ass
the
no more.
You're
laziness for
fucked.
sure. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Hey,
But if we're talking about the Chris Pauls and these elite basketball players, of course it's not going to affect
Yeah,
them.
if
But
it's
I'm
a
not talking
Kobe,
about
yeah.
that. I'm talking about your average nigga who on the bench, your average seventh man or eighth man, nigga, that might just kick him off the team, nigga. No cap. He's smoking a little more, a little less practice. I guarantee you.
Yo,
For
do you-
some people who aren't elite athletes, I think it'll fuck them up a little bit.
do you guys think, with this new ban, we're going to see like, a certain NBA stars taking photos at Cookies, like, yo, shout out to Cookies, thanks for the 3 pounds of weed.
Oh,
like,
it's going up
Facts.
now.
Now niggas could get sponsorships and shit.
That's crazy.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
That'd
that's
be
a
fire.
very good point.
they're gonna get the craziest sponsorships from weed brands.
What I'm saying is like Kevin Durant did this interview with Letterman and admitted on it. Like I'm high right
last
now.
year.
Is
Last
that
year.
during the league or
The-
after?
It doesn't matter. It's like in your system. So it's
How?
like,
Some niggas smoke during the season and some niggas smoke after.
but yeah, during training and everything, like I'm pretty sure they start testing once training camp starts. And if you had been smoking before then, it's gonna be in you.
Yeah.
So you can't
Within-
be smoking leading
If
up
you
to it.
rich, bro, I was flushing that shit out and I'm broke, nigga. You rich, you can flush that shit out.
What I'm saying is, I think the NBA has been turning like a
I'm sure
pretty
it's different
blind
on
eye to this
probation
for a
for-
while now, and now they don't have to worry about pleading ignorance. They can just let it go.
Yeah.
I don't think this is solving any problems, you know?
I don't think it is at all. I'm just saying I know niggas who like me who just happen a nigga who just luckily got into the league
I
because he
mean,
tall and got a
senseless
little
fines
skills.
and shit. This is what it's gonna like. This is a player win. Like this is them in contract negotiations trying to give something to the player side. Like now there's not gonna be stupid fucking fines for testing positive and having to miss X amount of games, pay X amount of money.
I wonder what they gave up to get that.
Probably nothing.
You know how like
No, they
there's that
definitely are
one
gonna
famous
give
shot
something.
of Kobe where he's like holding the trophy, smoking a cigar.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're gonna see someone like holding
Smoking
the
a
trophy, smoking a
blunt?
backwood,
Fuck no.
just like yeah.
No, because I don't
That's
think you can
crazy.
smoke weed in a stadium.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
but they can smoke a cigar.
You had the cigar; it wasn't lit.
He'll have a.
And if it
backwood
was
that's not
lit, I think that was probably at a parade or something.
I see.